Hello everybody, this is Delta, and I'll be carrying on with some more G-senjou no maou. I sound very depressed. Nah, I don't. Right then, let's carry on. By the time class ended, the sun had already started to set. Oh yeah, we're going to a house, aren't we? Are you against that? After we walked out of the school gate, Tsubaki kept mumbling to herself. Who puts period at the end of the sentence in the writing something? When speaking outside, you don't go... Okay. Did you call your parents? Did they say anything? Red rice. What kind of family is that? There are many things I wanted to ask about Tsubaki's family. What does your dad do for a living? Oh, he grows vegetables? Apples? Oh, this is the first time I heard about this. Has he always been a farmer? The man runs an apple orchard. I was wondering why this particular piece of land was so big. It's a whole field of apple trees. I get the feeling that we'll have to compensate them for each individual apple tree that they own. Okay, if I accidentally go over what I just said, yeah, sometimes if it still makes sense, I'll leave it. If it doesn't, then I'll try to go back. We might even end up having to arrange for them to get a substitute farmland. Yet, even though all the world this would certainly raise the compensation costs, I can't imagine it would sum up to match the value they already offered. Thus, the reason they won't move is... I see. So, this land has been your family's for generations. Ah, so it has sentimental value. They certainly don't want to move from the place they're comfortable with. A very simple and very obvious reason. A very sticky situation indeed. This isn't an issue of money. It seems like you're in a bit of trouble. Perhaps I can help you with this. Didn't I tell you I work for my dad? I know a few professional surveyors and asset managers. Do I need to turn up the sound a bit? Or should I turn up the character's volume? Turn up the character's volume a bit. We'll see how that goes now. Tsubaki's face blushed brightly like an apple. Also, let me talk a bit with your dad. It'd be great if I could help out. I smiled brightly. A highly calculated smile. It has to be this far. It has to be this wide. Here we are. Oh wait, I don't have to read that. We rode the subway all the way to the Eastern District. Tombatsu City is divided into 9 districts. The Eastern District is the most rural one. The whole place is farms and greenhouses, as far as the eye can see. But on the road, huge freight trucks and excavators Busily and I can't speak today. Mercilessly. Okay. Work to clear the land. Ugh, too many leaves in this. The development is progressing. Are Ichi and Uzami going to be coming?
お家の住所は教えといたよ。
I wonder what they're planning to do.
みんな一緒の方が楽しいよ。
Forget Ichi for a second. Uzami's presence is one of, that bothers me. So he doesn't mind if Ichi's there, but he doesn't like the idea of Uzami being there. In that case, let's go in.
ちょっと待って。
Tsubaki stopped me.
H 君と宇佐美さんが来るのを待ってからにしない？
Huh? But didn't you say they'd be late?
それまでどこかで時間を潰してればいいんじゃないかな。
Where?
公園とか。
And do what?
ブランコ。
Are you serious?
滑り台でもいいよ。
Come on now.
ごめん、かくれんぼの方が良かった？
This is ridiculous. Do you only play kids games?
ゲームとかもするんだよ。
Alright, sounds good to me. And to do that, we need to go inside. So let me in already.
ちょっと待って。
No matter how you looked at it, she clearly doesn't want me to visit her home.
浅井くんに迷惑かかるよ。
And playing hide and seek outside in the cold weather won't be a headache?
だって勘違いされちゃうよ。
Misunderstood?
う
How?
ちの家族の勢いすごいから。
I don't really understand what you're getting at.
みんなで一斉に勘違いされちゃうよ。
Oh, for God's sake. I pushed Tsubaki aside and crossed to the house threshold.
わかったよ、わかったから。せめていいよって言うまで待ってよ。
You need to make sure it's safe before you can let someone in. How does that work? Alright. What are you trying to hide?
じゃあ待っててね。着替えてくるから。
Tsubaki hurried inside. I waited a bit. No, I waited a lot. You can come inside now! Tsubaki's voice finally came from inside the house. Thanks! No. How bad is this going to be now? Upon entering, an uproar of voices immediately greeted me. How lively.
彼氏も来たか？
Some of this isn't even making sense. How is... Oh wow, it's supposed to be... How's that supposed to work?
浅井くん、ちょっと待ってって。
Tsubaki yelled from behind me. However, as if drawn to the noise, I went ahead and took off my shoes. Thanks for inviting me. Okay. Hold on a sec.
彼氏だ。
おお、これはなかなかのイケメンじゃないか。
お姉ちゃんやる。
Oh, D-chan's really got it.
彼氏かっこいい。お姉ちゃんご飯。
An incredibly number of gays.
彼氏名前なんての？
This is what happens when you go inside a girl's house the very first time. Automatically get assumed to be the boyfriend.
おい、ひろあき、それはパパが聞きたいんだ。
さあさあ、座って座って。寒かったでしょ？
ママ、ご飯まだ
1, 2, 3, 4. Huh?
ごめんね。言ってなかったっけ？
So they got 4 children. Oh goodness. Wait a minute. What's with this crazy
おい、
number?
椿、お父さんに紹介しなさい。
The father lightly tapped his slightly bulging belly. Ow, well, I'm... Just as I was about to say my name...
こら、チロミ
うわ、切ったね
ツバキ。
お父さん、お行儀悪いですよ。
I looked to Tsubaki for help.
みんな、ちょっと静かにしてよ。姉ちゃん、僕お腹空いたよ。
I'm quite hungry too, actually.
もう、この子ったら。
お姉ちゃん、ご飯。
The noise just wouldn't stop. Excuse me. Since they weren't making any progress on their own, I tried to raise my voice. Suddenly, a soup spoon flew towards me.
こら。
Excuse me?
ビエーン。
What the? This time, a chopstick.
こら、お前たち。ツバキの彼氏になんてこと。
彼氏じゃないよ、お父さん。
Tsubaki sounded flustered. I see. Now I know why Tsubaki didn't want me to come.
ビエーン。
The second chopstick hit my face.
もう、みんな落ち着いてよ。
At that moment, the doorbell rang.
お邪魔します。
It's Ichi.
はいはい、いらっしゃい。
すごい人数。ちょっとなんすかこれ、大家族スペシャル。
A family sitcom. The population density of the room increased once more with the arrival of Yami and Ichi.
だから嫌だったんだよ。
Chaos. I want to go home. It's brilliant.
ごちそうさました。
What a brutal dinner.
つばきちゃんって5人兄弟なんだね。
And she's the eldest, which makes it worse. After the kids finished eating, they all quickly went to sleep.
ごめんね。お父さんが変なことばっかり言って。和財さん、完全につばきの彼氏さんってことになってますね。
Oh, God. Well, that was easy. Indeed, quite an overwhelming man, that father of yours. And as I smiled bitterly, a voice came from the changing room.
おい、京介くん。風呂入っていけよ。
Oh, God. That's
背
okay.
中流してやるぞ。な。
I forgot they do that in Japan, don't they? They scrub each other's backs. Oh, wrong button.
お父さん、もういいってば。
As if forgetting my original purpose here, I leisurely spent the evening in the company of my classmates.
みんな、デザート食べる？
Tsubaki's mother put some papers on the table.
うまそうっすね。がっつりいただきます。あ、フォークあるよ。いらん。
You need forks to eat pear? Yuzami grabbed a pear with her hand and nibbled it like a small animal. Oh my god, you can imagine that, can't you? It's like it's like a squirrel trying to bite onto a nut. Nom, 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 nom. Or a rabbit.
おい、京介。
Ichi whispered to me. Huh?
お前ら本当に付き合ってんだろ。
Of course not.
隠すなよ。わかるんだよ、俺ちゃんクラスになると。
We're not dating, right, Tsubaki?
何？
Ichi's under the impression that we're really dating.
だってここんところ一緒に遊んでるじゃない。そうっすね。CD 一緒に買いに行ったりしてましたね。
She should really stop talking with her mouth full. Yuzami joined the conversation as she stuffed her cheeks with pears.
忙しい京介くんにしては珍しいなって。おめえが特定の女に熱をあげるなんて珍しいっつうこと。
What nonsense. You're just overthinking things. It is nonsense, but perhaps it wouldn't be so bad to get to date her. If I could get her, and by extension her family's trust, that would be much easier to talk them into moving.
じゃあまあ、二人は交際してるってことで。
At that moment, Tsubaki shook her head.
ごめん、本当に違うよ。
She smiled gently as if to I can't speak now. Remonstrate Yuzami and Ichi.
変な誤解があると、浅井くんに迷惑だから、はっきり違うって言わせて。
Cause me trouble? And that one stuck with me for a while.
お姉ちゃん、おしっこ。
The youngest brother came by rubbing his eyes.
はいはい、ひろあき。
He took his hand and walked into the hallway.
つばきちゃんは優しいね。私の仲間その1ですからね。どうしたの、京介くん。はっきり違うって言われて、ショックだったの？
Ichi's still making fun of me. A little. So I was also joking around. I'm sure any man would love to be the wife of I'm sure any man would love to have a wife so devoted to family. Of course, a family is not the type of satisfaction I want in life.
そういえば、宇佐美さんは？はい？好きな人とかいないの？自分っすか？いますよ、はい。
She said it nonchalantly.
って、はぁ？いないっすよ、んなもん。
I can't take her seriously at all.
どっちなの？浅井さんでないことだけは確実です。
Well, thank you for telling us who you're in love with. Me?
じゃあ僕？やだな。僕年上の人が好きなんだよ。ごめんね。でも考えておくね。何ごちゃごちゃ抜かしてんすか。
She continued chowing down on her pear. Tsubaki came back with her brother.
お姉ちゃん、一緒に寝て。
今はお友達来てるからダメだよ。
一緒寝て。
ひろあき。困った子だな。
Yuzami wiped her hands and stood up.
そろそろ帰りますかね。そうだね。
I looked at the clock. I'm ready to head out too. But they should be here soon. Oh yeah.
お母さん、誰か来たよ。
はいはい。お父さん、出てくださいな。
誰だ、こんな時間に。
どうしたの、つばきちゃん。
Sorry about that. I clicked a button. I forgot which one it was. Oni-chan! Noises came from the front of the house. People were shouting something.
何かな。お父さん、どうかしたの？
帰れ、バカモンが。
Go here! What a bar! I don't know. I can't speak Japanese.
まったく、あいつらは。
I don't know what I should do now. That took me a bit off mark. How do I get back on the text again? I forgot. I'll have to leave it. What's going on, Tsubaki-chan?
なんでもないよ。ごめんね。
Tsubaki held her brother's hand tightly. Since I need to hear their report, I should be leaving now. Well, we should all be going now. I tipped my head.
帰るんすか？
Huh? Yuzami stood up in front of me, as if trying to block my
気
way.
にならないんすか？
Yuzami shot a glance at Tsubaki's parents, who were talking in the kitchen. I lowered my voice. This is their family business. We really should not get involved.
そうっすか。 今日のところは帰りますか。
Yuzami looked at Tsubaki once more.
おい、椿。何か困ったことがあったら、ちゃんと私に言うんだぞ。私を頼れ。
She spoke with
じゃ
conviction.
あ、僕も帰る。
We all stepped out after saying our goodbyes.
今日はありがとう。楽しかったよ。
Note to self, never press that button, or it's going to skip a lot of text. Tsubaki came out to send us off.
バイバイ。
Her brother, Hiroki, waved goodbye, looking half asleep
美
already.
味しいご飯にありつけて、私はとても気分が良かったのでした。
Seriously, she said period as well. After that, oh god. Descendedly, Tsubaki SQ comment. Yuzami turned and left. I don't know. Tsubaki, can I call you later?
何時くらい？
I don't know, but you go to bed late, right?
でも、どうして？
She probably means, why the telephone? Oh, it's nothing important. I was just a little worried about you. I scratched my hair as if embarrassed by by my corny display of confession.
ありがとう。
Compassion.
待ってるね。
Even though Tsubaki always has a smile on her face, I could tell that this smile was somehow different.
優しいな、浅井くんは。
This should do.
じゃあね。気をつけて帰ってね。
Okay then. I'll probably do this part as well because I think this is all tied into the same area. I merely took out my phone and when I got back to home, I heard the report from the people who went to Tsubaki's house. I thought I told you not to get too rough. I was quite agitated. They had kicked the Miwa residence door. What would you do if they decided to call the police? Come on. You guys aren't just some kind of random hooligans. You can't just go around pulling this crap. Private matter? That's the kind of stuff from a normal company would say. We're a front for the freaking mafia. This isn't the old days where you guys could do anything you want. It's my fault for using the wrong people. I need to be more prudent in next time. If the police to interfere, then we'd have to stop. Damn. I hung up the phone. I gathered my thoughts as I typed on the computer. Sitting alone at my desk has always made me feel more at ease. Miwa household, family of 7. Oh wait, I should keep this in like a robot voice since it's typing. Maou, Yuzami. I pulled up an email and began to type in fragmented information. Relocate to Tsubaki's feelings. Kindness. Used to my advantage. Question mark. Maou. Lovely child. Relocate. Private settlement. Money. Maou. Oh, come, lovely child. Oh, come thou with me. For many a game I will play with thee. I kinda like that saying. Incoherent words glowed from the screen. Words I didn't even know came up from the depths of my mind. I typed and thought at the same time. After I had brainstormed a few ideas, I sent the email to my own address. I opened my mailbox and tried once more to organize the words. I learned this brainstorming method from a businessman I had once met before. It works quite well. It's not about money. I came to the conclusion. A conclusion regarding the reason the Maou family is not selling their farmland. The appraised value of the land combined with the costs associated with purchasing substitute property, moving and other assorted fees is surprisingly a huge sum of money. If they would just move, even a family that huge would be very well to do. Thus, if they won't move despite this, it's obviously not a financial issue. I don't like it. Every problem in this would come to be solved with money. There is no way you can convince me otherwise. In the meantime, I'll call Sabaki. I called at home. Someone picked up immediately.
浅井くん
Oh, that was fast.
電話の前で待ってたから。
Wow. Sorry to visit you on such short notice. The dinner was delicious.
本当
Yeah, it felt very at home. Homey, in other words. I haven't had a meal like that in a long
今
time.
日はお母さんが作ったけど、今度は私が作るね。私、こう見えても料理苦手じゃないんだよ。
Wow. It's rare to hear you brag about yourself.
生きがる
Yeah. Wasn't that your way of saying that you're a good cook?
ああ、そうだね。生きがったね。これで下手っぴだったらごめんね。
I guess I could take that as a sign that she was starting to open up to me. By the way, is your dad okay?
ごめんね。変なところを見せて。
They were land sharks, weren't they? The joy in her voice dropped out. I can't speak anymore. I'll skip it. I can't be bothered.
ヤクザさんみたいな人だって。
Really? That's horrible.
私、警察に連絡しようかと思ってるんだ。
What a brave girl. The police, huh?
どう思う
Honestly, I don't think that's such a good idea.
どうして
Can you imagine having a friend that actually has this secret life? That'd be very weird. Right, because the police are really busy. I mean, they might not even take the case. I'll bet the police won't mobilize unless they actually start to get violent. Actually, there are some police officers who are in league with the land sharks. In fact, since the Sanao Corporation is the one backing up the project, I wouldn't be surprised if they really have made some agreements in that area.
無理かな
I'd imagine it wouldn't. I imagine it wouldn't. Like they say, no private invitation. The police simply won't bother with private disputes over land rights. Of course, what I described is more like the past, back when the Yakuza didn't have to fear the law. Now the police will show up if they so much as yell too loud.
そっか。ありがとう。浅井くんは物知りだな。
Was it really like that back then? She really is a sincere girl. Is it okay if I keep coming to your house? I might be able to help somehow.
それは願ったり叶ったり嬉しかったりだよ。
What a strange way of putting it. Also, be sure to tell your dad. Sabaki signed aside as she
ご
replied.
めんね。彼氏ってうるさくて。
I don't really mind. I have my plans. It didn't really feel all that comfortable. You know what I mean. Oh, come on. Is there a single man on the planet who wouldn't be thrilled to be called your boyfriend? Silence followed. I'm sure she's turning red on the other end of the line.
ありがとう。日記に書いておく。
Ha! Why the diary? Still, there's no doubt that she trusts me now. Based on tonight's dinner, I could see that Tsubaki's whole family loves her. Her father is stubbornly refusing to sell the land, yet might he listen to what his beloved daughter has to say. I can make good use of this. At the moment, Tsubaki spoke.
あのね、浅井くん。
Yes?
私、浅井くんに謝らなきゃいけないんだ。
Oh, what for? She seemed quite nervous.
私ね、浅井くんってちょっと冷たい人なのかなって。
I see.
1年生の時からずっとクラス一緒だったでしょ。でもあんまり話したことないし、話しかけてもブスッとしているような印象だったから。
Indeed. Until recently, I've never had any interest in Tsubaki. What about
い
it?
や、だからごめんね。
Huh?
ごめんなさい。
You don't need to apologize for that. Again, this is pain in my heart. That's not something to apologize for. Why do you have to bow your head over no more than an impression of someone? God, that's quite harsh, isn't it? Well, it's time to save it again. Because it's a choice. I did say they were going to make a lot of choices, and it does actually seem like we are on Tsubaki's route. Because they wouldn't give us an extra option. I nearly clicked the wrong one then. I can appreciate the fourth at least. Well, I understand. See you tomorrow at school. Ah, no.
電話ありがとう。
I think even if you choose the other option, I think he says the exact same thing. I still hear Tsubaki's breath over the phone. The breath lingered patiently until I finally hung up. A fiend? I am a fiend. I don't even feel guilty about using a girl who trusts me so completely. I should get some sleep. I crawled into my bed and closed my eyes. The image of a smiling girl appeared in my mind, and an image I hurriedly erased. The emotion raising its ugly head in my heart must be what they call a conscience. It's said that a studious person can never go back to hard work once they learn the pleasure of leisure. Similarly, rediscovering one's conscience halfway down the path of darkness widely shakes one's illusion of control. That night I had a hard time sleeping. Chapter 2. I think I'll end it there then, guys. Since we've now reached a good point to stop. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, everything that you probably do on many other channels. Leave an idea of a video you want me to make one day in the future. I don't know if I'll end up making a whole walkthrough of it or just doing a part of it. Any horror games? I get scared quite easily, honestly. Though I already did play a bit of Amnesia, and so I really knew a bit about it, so I wasn't as scared as I would be if it was a game I never played before. And that's been a lot of horror games. Anyway, thank you for watching. Goodbye. Where's that one?